Peric's worst nightmare coming true before our eyes.
Welcome to the Good Guys to Know podcast, a fortnightly production bringing you information on a variety of topics guaranteed to mold you into a good guy to know. My name is Gio, and it is my pleasure to introduce you to the rest of the Good Guys to Know. The artiste in the back is Mitch.
Hey guys.
We've also got Chad.
I'm so annoyed. I can't.
I'm really
do this.
triggering Chad with the artistry there.
The
or lack thereof.
unfinished. Oh, I mean, I can handle your font, but I can't handle the fact that you didn't finish the last little wingy ding G there. Ugh.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
He'll get
Oh,
to
what's up, everybody? Welcome to this high quality production.
And we've got Peric. What are you drinking, Peric?
I was gonna say hello, but I was having a sip of beer. I got beer this time.
What in the...
That's what I was going to say. I was about to say, it's good to know we like start each episode with one of our favorite drinks in hand. Peric.
Yeah.
Something is amiss.
I went beer. I went to the liquor store because we needed some more rye whiskey. Hey, Iron Man in chat. I almost forgot the challenge. Just sent the email. We'll check that out. I'll see if I can load it up. But yeah, I went to the liquor store and I saw this beer and I just had to get it just based on last episode.
Oh.
I've had that. Oh, did I have that? Oh yeah. I had that last time.
Yeah, you did. Is it...
Just to
Just as
confirm,
bad
Gal,
as
I
we've
can't
seen?
get over how good that camera makes that beer look.
I mean,
It is really cool depth of field, actually.
It's like a nice.
the only
image.
thing is the words pistachio and cream ale.
Yeah, it's quite.
Take away from it a little bit.
I mean, it's not great.
Yeah,
It's kind of sweet. Like it's heavy and sweet, which I guess people who like cream ales probably like that. I don't love it. I wish it were 9% instead of 5%. Like if it, it just tastes kind of heavy for 5.5%.
especially after you've spent the last 6 months drinking whiskey.
Yeah.
It's like, where's the booze in this thing? Your
Yeah.
body's not
We'll
ready
see.
for it.
I'm gonna have to. I'll drink all 4 and be stone sober.
All right, Chad, what are you drinking?
I've got a couple options tonight. First one is right before I started the show, Angie told me I needed to bring this one on. This is what I got for her at the beer store. It's a Sippin' Pretty fruited sour from Odell. And it's a good sour beer. I haven't had a sour in a while. She's on a sour kick right now, and this is one of her favorites, so that's good. And then once I'm done with that, if we're still talking, I am going to drink this Fair State Party Forward IPA. I mean, it can't possibly be bad, right? There's just no way. So I don't know. It had pink caps on it. Anybody know, is there like a backstory to this? I've never seen a Party Forward before.
I've had it before. I can't remember it.
Okay. I thought maybe there was something cultural about it with the rainbows and everything. I don't know what I was going for, but it'll probably be good.
What about you, Mitchie?
I've got a tumbler of gin and tonic.
Hey.
No, sorry, not a gin and tonic.
Oh.
La Croix and tonic.
Oh, I had a gin and
Wait,
tonic. I thought we were going to be
LaCroix and
twinsies.
tonic.
I looked for tonic and I thought
I think you mean
had
gin
some,
and
but
LaCroix.
we had no tonic, so it was La Croix.
I think you mean gin and LaCroix, not LaCroix and tonic.
No, La Croix and tonic. Virgin. Virgin.
Oh,
cocktail.
really?
No. You're right. Gin and La Croix.
Jeez.
Jeez.
Gin La Croix.
Have you had like
What a
8 of them
roller coaster.
already, or?
Yeah.
No, just the top of this to the tulip part of the pint glass.
Okay. All right. Well, buckle up.
I got a story to tell you guys. I don't know if this is the appropriate place or time for this story.
It's your show. You can do what
It's
you
also
want.
it's also a warning. So the warning is be careful leaving your groceries outside.
Oh no.
Okay.
So
Gotten a little
have you guys,
chillier lately.
well, have you guys have done this? Like, I haven't been to the grocery store for a long time. We're getting everything delivered.
Mm-hmm.
We've
grocery
started
wise?
going back. We started going back in the summer.
Just because, or
We were not happy. We didn't believe some of the things that they said that they didn't have.
Yeah.
Like, oh, there's no chicken thighs, so we got you boneless, skinless chicken breasts instead. It's like, well, I want to just throw these in the trash. I need bone and skin on thick chicken thighs. I don't want breasts. Are you kidding me? Are you absolutely kidding me? And it's like, it's Cub Foods and a high volume Cub Foods. Like, they have chicken thighs. You just got bored and didn't want to look at it.
That is totally a replacement that I would pick. I'd be like,
Yes. Yeah, they want chicken. They want some
breast
chicken.
is good enough.
It's like, sorry, no, my recipe calls for bone-in skin on chicken thighs, and so I don't believe that you couldn't find it. But I don't want to I give all those people 5-star reviews every time.
Right,
so it's like, whatever. And so when we learn more about this thing in the summer, we realize that being in the grocery store for 20 minutes is not a super
Reckless
risky thing. It's not. Yeah, exactly. It's not being reckless to go to the grocery store. So yeah, we've been going back anyway.
this would almost be like a pillar. But yeah, I feel like I just am like, I ripped off the Band-Aid and
Convenience is there, and you're done, and you have your routine. Like you probably get to like reorder and then just tweak.
exactly.
Yeah, that's huge.
So the problem was today. So we always have them deliver it to our back step because it's like covered and it's like a little more off. Like cars aren't just driving right there; it's harder to see. And it was out there for less than 30 minutes.
Whoa!
Wow.
And I go out and
you were
bring it in.
home, right?
I had left. My wife
Okay.
was home.
Okay.
So like I left, gone for less than 30 minutes, come back, groceries are there. So they may have been there for 2 minutes. I'm not sure. So I pick up all the grocery bags, bring them inside the house. Because anybody guess where the story is going next?
Is there a squirrel inside?
Yeah.
Not a squirrel, but a chipmunk
Oh
had
my.
gotten like the little like skin like stripes on their back things.
Uh-huh.
Chipmunk. And like you would think that when I would pick up a bag with a chipmunk in it, that thing would freak out and jump out of the bag.
It just
But
laid
it
low.
just like lay low. So all of a sudden, like I set the groceries down and I tell my wife, I'm like, hey, what do you want me to do? The groceries, blah blah. Comes in the kitchen, boom, chipmunk out of the bag, flies out,
Oh my god!
and is like sprinting around our kitchen. Then it sprints into the living room, and I'm like trying to track this thing, but also like not get attacked by this rabies monster.
Yeah.
So eventually, it gets back. I get it back in the kitchen, disappears, gone.
Oh god.
So I am
God.
peeling apart the kitchen slowly because
this is
this is today. This is I'm like in a lunch meeting and all of a sudden I just hear screaming. Like it was so bad. So I'm peeling apart the kitchen. I've taken everything out. I pulled the refrigerator, dishwasher, oven, everything is pulled out. And there's still no freaking thing. So I'm like, maybe it like snuck out the door. Like the first thing I did was open the door. But like that's not a good feeling.
No.
So I go back downstairs and all of a sudden my wife starts screaming again. It's there, it's back, it's still in the kitchen, but now I've trapped it in the kitchen. Like it's not getting out of the kitchen.
Right.
And I finally figure out that there's like a 1x2 board that's between the edge of our cupboards and the wall. So there's a gap there when they install the cupboards and they just put like a piece of wood over it. At the very bottom of that, there's a hole. And this freaking thing had crawled in there. And like I would bang on the board and it would like peek its head out and then it would back in. Like he knew he was in a place where nothing was going to happen to him. So any thoughts?
BB gun.
I
Just
no
ready.
firearms.
Bang bang.
S'mores skewer.
I have no idea. I remember as a kid, chipmunks would come into our house in suburban Apple Valley, and a couple times I was home alone and we would build these huge barricades to like try and direct them out.
I feel like you'd have to build a trap with like
Snare.
trail mix. Like put trail mix in a box.
Like what? I mean, what was he eating? Skittles? Like Skittles were in the bottom of your
It was
grocery bag?
it was a normal grocery run. I mean, it was a little of everything.
Okay.
You know, your cashews, your peanuts, your
Pistachios,
Almonds,
pistachios.
cream.
Pistachios are great as nuts. Have
Pistachios,
you guys
cream,
you want
ale.
10 minutes on it? Or?
No.
So what I ended up doing was I took like a big like a tablecloth, like a roll-out tablecloth used for like a kid's birthday party,
Uh-huh.
and did like the whole wall of the kitchen, and then
Oh,
boxed
nice.
it on the entire wall, so it was like a chute.
Yeah, like you're fumigating or yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I got a crowbar, and I hammered that thing into the wood and popped that piece of wood off. And as soon as I popped the wood off, he was just like, beeline for the door, gone,
Wow.
Out the door.
out the door. So problem
Nice
solved.
work, man.
Thank God you found it because I had like a bird stuck in my garage once and like I duck my head in and it starts darting around. So I duck my head back out and just make sure the
Yeah.
garage is open. And then I went out
Yeah.
5 minutes later and I was like, I guess I hope it made it out. Like, I don't know if it did or not, but I just have to close the garage anyway and hope like
A terrible
it's a
feeling.
bad
Because
feeling.
yeah, I was taking apart, like I was taking every single removable piece
Right.
off of all of our appliances, thinking like, where could this freaking thing hide? And the answer is lots of places, but only one in our house, as it turns out. So
I really thought this story was going. Someone's gonna steal the groceries from your from your
I
step.
thought so too.
I thought it
Yeah.
was gonna be like
Yeah.
something
Someone was
froze.
waiting for your food and like what
Yeah.
a sad commentary on COVID and socioeconomics and whatever.
I'm sure that has happened to many people, but this is a PSA. Check your outdoor groceries for chipmunks and squirrels before bringing them
vermin.
inside.
And
I
how
told you
how epic
about
You
would
don't
it
want to
have
deal with
been?
that.
Have
If-
I told you guys about the mouse in the movie theater? That's what this reminds me of. Wait, this is
Mm-mm.
when Angie and I had just first met, and we were like on a date out at a movie, and there's popcorn all over the floors in movie theaters. It's like a dreamland for a mouse. So we're about to watch the movie, and I set the popcorn down because we're already feeling like way too full from popcorn.
Not
And
possible, but
the,
go on.
The lights start to dim, and right as I do that, a mouse runs under my feet, past our popcorn and under her feet, and then the lights go out. And it was like, oh my god! And I didn't have the sense to just like keep it to myself. I told her, but
Oh.
we stayed there for the rest of the movie. We walked all the way through it. I never saw the guy again, and I like to think he's still in that movie theater, just chowing down on popcorn. I think we did tell the movie guy and got like some free tickets to come back, which it doesn't really work, but yeah.
You got to wonder, what was the response? Was it like, oh yeah, we've got
Oh,
problems
that's
with
just
mice, or was he just like, oh, that was old Charlie, huh? Like,
exactly. We
he knows
definitely
exactly
had
which
our
one it is.
feet up on the seat in front of us the entire rest of the show.
Oh,
Yeah, man. If you don't know where those things go, that'll play some real head games on you. You start to feel them everywhere. Start to feel them
Oh,
crawling
yeah.
up your pants or something. Ooh, ooh.
Everything
I have
starts
a
to
real
taste
bad
like
thing about
mouse.
any rodentia.
Really?
It's
Is
yeah,
Rodentia?
I didn't know this about you. Well, I guess
it's pretty bad. Like I can't stand the thought of mice or rats or anything like that. And
wasn't
and
this that thing you killed at the birthday party? Wasn't that a member of the Rodentia?
that was I should tell that
Muskrat?
have I told that story on
Probably.
the podcast
Let's hear it
before?
again. Let's hear it again.
That was
doubt it.
really bad. It was my kid's like 3-year-old birthday. I think Perrick, you came with
I was not there.
with your kid, but you might not have been there at that point. But
Oh,
it's
sure.
like everyone's showing up to this birthday party, like bounce house in the backyard or whatever. And his dad, as he walks by, is like, you got a muskrat in your window well. And I was like, pardon? Like, what?
Oh, French.
And so I walk over there, and there's a rat, like literally this big,
Oh,
with a long tail, and he's nasty. And he's in my window well, and I have a rat phobia. But like all these dads around, because it's like one of these little 3-year-old birthday parties where the parents just stay the whole time. It's not like there's kids I have to impress, but there's like 10 dads
You're
standing.
getting
around.
judged so
Yes.
hard.
Yes. And all these dads are sitting there just being like, no, you can call animal control and, they'll come out here or whatever. It's like, those things are nasty, like scaring me. And so I eventually, me and one other guy, my one, Elliot, you guys know Elliot, he was the only one that got down there with me with a shovel. And we got the rat into the shovel, and I just flung it as hard as I could. But it was
already dead.
No. It was live.
Really?
And scratching around and like,
Oh,
It was bad. Like
I
it
would
was
have
bad.
I would have left that thing for
I-
sure.
I'm honestly, I have goosebumps right now thinking about it because this is like me confronting my nightmare.
Yeah.
So I flung it. I must have flung it 15 feet up in the air, and it smashed on the
Yeah.
ground and ran away. But
Oh.
as I was throwing it, I was kind of like halfway down in
Oh,
my window
man.
well, and I fell down. Have I ever sent you guys this picture of
Yeah.
my thigh?
Oh,
my bruise?
yes.
That's where that came
yes.
from.
I had a bruise that literally went on my entire thigh for weeks. Like, it's
And
one of
Mitch
those
has
bruises that
thighs
changes
like
all-
what?
For days.
all the colors of a rainbow. But I was very happy because, but even like an hour later, it was prowling around the back of the yard.
I think the
Somebody
muskrat
thought-
won that battle. I'm pretty sure.
It was very bad. And the whole time I'm trying to like act macho when I'm like a little scared little kid inside because it's my fear, and it's my fear like really personified because it was the size of a small dog.
Yeah,
Were
like
you
a
limping around the
caricature of
party
your
for the
fear.
rest of the time too?
No, I was well, I should have been, but like my adrenaline was so high for so long that it did not hurt until that night, and I was like, whoa, I really banged my thigh up pretty bad because I kind of like fell into the window well and hit the side of it with my full weight. It was bad
You
news,
like
man.
standing in that window well with
Sounds
that
like a
rat?
big window well.
I was like so my windows are like really big, and they have like these weird like stair steppy things going down so that
Okay.
so that you can get out of it. Someone
So
could
that a
climb out of it.
muskrat could crawl out of it if it wanted to.
Yes. Well, I mean, I definitely made a lot of noise first, and like I was trying to like push it with a push broom to like just jump out, man. Like you can do it, and it would it turned around like hissed at me. It was real bad news.
I wish we could have been there and live streamed that.
Oh, my
Oh,
gosh.
Yeah, and somehow all the
would've
other
just
dads
tormented
had
you.
like filtered back to the backyard as if nothing was going on. It was just me and Elliot. He was the only one that stood by me.
That's how you know.
They didn't
Brenda.
stand around you and watch that entire fiasco. I would have been there watching the whole thing.
I guess I was pretty tunnel visioned at that point as well.
I'm
So
sure.
maybe they were there. I don't know. I just know that he pushed it with a broom into my spade shovel, and then I just flung it like a catapult as hard as I could.
Man.
That's great. Well,
Okay.
Rodentia and Mick still Mitch. Wait.
Well,
That's right. Exactly right. You
Yeah,
said it
no,
exactly right.
that was right. That was right.
Okay, let's see here. In an attempt to become even better guys to know, each podcast we take part in an official Good Guys to Know challenge. These challenges which range from
Mitch
Attempting- range from attempting the McDonald's dollar menu challenge to taking the U.S. citizenship test. Lasts for a fortnight and will definitely make you a good guy to know. As always, you as listeners are encouraged to attempt our challenges along with us. I believe this was my challenge. This was the basketball, beer challenge. So I think all of you guys had heard of this, correct? Or had seen the videos of epic fails. People trying to balance a can of beer on a basketball, dropping the ball, and then having to catch the can in the air.
Right, yeah, letting that trampoline effect catapult the beer into the air and then catching it,
Exactly.
drinking it. Yeah.
Drinking it.
Exactly. So you got some videos queued up, Eric?
sure do, yeah.
Who's first?
I have them in order of submission, so I've got Mitch first. Here, let me just do the... just get over to our transitions here. So I got Mitch queued up. There's Mitch and his boys.
I don't know if I'll not get credit for this, but I didn't have any beer, so that's a coconut LaCroix.
Interesting.
Interesting.
It takes a little bit of the risk away. I thought about doing the same thing, and I
I
was
think
like,
you're right.
but if I do it with a beer, that's like, you don't want to waste a beer. You
Right.
do want to waste a coconut LaCroix. In fact, I would not catch a coconut LaCroix and just let it get crushed and spill out on the
Let it
ground.
trickle.
Spike it.
So I'll go ahead and play. Here's Mitch's video. You guys won't see this. You'll hear it, but whatever. This is for the viewers. Oh, the background music from
I didn't
Alexa,
know you
probably.
did that.
No, my wife was filming from inside
Yeah.
and was
We go
listening to
bounce.
that on Alexa.
Catch.
I love the Jonas Brothers.
Hit machines.
Hit machine.
Very few drops spilled. I mean, like, maybe it's just because it's LaCroix and it's clear, But if
What surprised me most about it was that it, the can rotates once. It like rotated around, and nothing was spilling out in the air. I don't know why I was expecting it to spill out, but I was like, did I forget to open it as it was like spinning? That thought went through my mind, and then I grabbed it, and it spilled a little bit. But I think it did one kind of full rotation, and I kind of caught a backhand, and then twirled it around. But it was
Very
a lot
graceful.
easier than I thought to like find the apex and just kind of pluck it out of the air. And
Kind of hand turn in your catch too was mildly athletic. If I do say so myself.
A lot of
Whoa,
people are
don't get
surprised.
crazy.
A lot of people are surprised that I can catch things and move my body.
Well, I mean, you played
Whoa,
baseball
Mitch, you
like
can
all the way
catch
through high school.
all those years, yeah.
That is so
Oh goodness.
funny.
All right, who's so good
okay.
job, Mitch.
Yep,
Well,
nice.
he'll probably get credit. You never know when the
Nice
points
work
come at
there.
the end of the year.
Next,
I feel like I get credit because I think I reminded you guys to do it because I don't think anyone did.
Oh
it.
yeah.
Oh,
Not
me for
today.
sure. I
Yeah.
would. I was trying to think about. Actually, before you had sent it, I had already given up on trying to remember what the challenge was. I was kind
Sent
of
it
frustrated you sent it because it was very.
This is so
doable.
easy. Yeah.
You know,
So low effort.
I had already accepted that I wasn't going to do it.
So next I've got my video. I pumped up my basketball. It was in like the kids' play bin. I pumped it up with the bike pump, and it was still just.
It was
that thing's
very flat.
old. Yeah, I pumped it up to max, and it was still wasn't bouncy. So
Yeah. Total max.
yeah, super max is what the pump said. And then I don't know. I got a decent bounce out of the beer can in my video. I thought, it went about to the top of my head height.
I would also say another athletic looking grab.
Yeah, it had the same trajectory as mine, where you kind of like caught it
Yeah.
upside down and just followed the rotation. And
I
Yeah.
feel like you're setting something up here, and I don't like where this is headed.
I'm just commenting on how these first two did a great job of, snagging that thing. Awkward angle.
looked pretty easy. Looked pretty smooth.
Yeah, like the
Yeah.
first thing I thought when I did it. So I literally did once. And the first thing I thought was, how do people rocket these things all over planet
Yes,
Earth?
that's what-
And like, now, granted, my basketball was maybe a little dead on the bounce, so maybe it could get crazy. But that was my only thought. So we'll move to Geo next. We got the next three are vertical videos. So I tried to zoom in as much
Yeah,
as I
my
could.
my wife asked, she was like, "Should I do vertical or horizontal?" I said, "I don't care."
Yeah. Well, I mean, I had to be pretty far away with horizontal just to get the whole thing in frame, So I think this works. So here's Geo's.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Very nicely done there.
Yeah.
That was
Did yours
pretty
even?
good.
Did your can even rotate?
His didn't do a full flip.
No, it didn't do a full flip. It landed a little sideways, so like I spilled a little beer just in like the grab. Like I think
Yeah.
if you just like shook a full beer, it would do that a little bit, but a very small amount of liquid spilled.
You had a very distinct. I'm highlighting it here, right about here in the video. You had a moment. Do I need to catch this overhand or underhand?
Ah.
And I've got the frame right there, and 2 frames later you make the right choice
Decided, yep.
and you go underneath. Very athletic catch.
Very good.
Yeah,
Quite
I
a bit
also
of
did.
spillage.
So my ball was a little flat too. I think it was about the same. I watched Perrick's rebound of the ball compared to mine, and they were almost identical. So I did try it afterwards with like a little tiny, like super bouncy Frozen, like the movie Frozen ball.
Mm-hmm.
And my wife took a picture instead of a video. But it was like a much smaller ball and way bouncier. And I dropped it just tilted the slightest bit, and that thing shot 20 feet straight to the side.
Okay.
Okay. So inflation matters.
Impossible. I mean, even if you're running straight in that direction and diving, you wouldn't be able to get
So
to
maybe
it.
we got lucky
So-
bouncing an old basketball outside in the winter, basically.
Yeah,
think that was
more or
maybe-
less. There
that's
is
a
snow
pretty
in Minnesota
controlled
right
scenario.
now, which is really depressing.
Yeah, I mean, they're looking at the video. There's snow in your backyard right there. Like, I wanted to do it on my deck, and I looked out the back, and I was like, oh, no, I'm not going to shovel.
It's not going to work.
So I had to go embarrass myself. in front.
Let's roll that final video. See how
Well, we got Chad's-
wait. Before we do, a couple things. First off, mine was a beer, so I had that little extra.
Mine was also
amount,
a beer. Mine was also
extra
a beer.
amount of risk. But what really sets me apart is I was the only one that did it inside.
What?
Look
That's
at you.
stupid.
We got a late breaking submission that also looks quite inside. Well, maybe garage.
Yeah. Well, mine was in the basement, in the unfinished basement, with a appropriately pumped up basketball and a beer. And meanwhile, my 2 kids and my puppy were going nuts upstairs. And I had stolen away to go get this done without even telling my wife that I was leaving. So there was that pressure. And I like to just, in general, I do my best work under pressure. So
All right.
roll that beautiful bean footage.
In general.
All right, I'll start.
All right, we're doing this on one take only.
It was important. Did you guys do that?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. It didn't work out.
Oh man.
It made a big mess.
I think my favorite part of your video
And
is
a big beer smelling mess. I wish it was
In your
coconut
basement.
LaCroix. So then everybody came downstairs and there's this big puddle of beer. And my wife looked at me like, how old are you? Like, what's wrong with you?
Oh man.
And I had to agree with her. So then I was wiping up beer out of my basement. The dog was licking it. It was a mess.
The first thing that when I showed my wife the video, she's like, "He's doing it inside?"
Right?
She was
That's
incredulous at why you would try this inside.
I was confident. I was very confident.
Maybe 3 success videos in a row gave
Yep.
you a false sense of
I thought
how
if
easy
these
this was
guys
gonna
could
be.
do it that easily,
It
this
should
shouldn't
do
be
it.
a
Come on.
problem. Yeah.
your basketball leaves the frame in this video and doesn't come back. It's not so the bounce is just all transferred, all of it transferred to that can. So it's
You're right. I didn't even catch that before. That's true.
and watch your video and it's just like the ball drops and it's like it fell on a pile of glue.
It went fast and
Yeah.
it went sideways. Yeah.
All right,
You
we
were
got
actually close. You were actually pretty close to like touching it
I know.
as it went by.
oh that reach
Next
like
time.
your arm
I'll go
is
practice
so
tonight
long.
after the show.
Your arm, Stretch Armstrong, goes out of frame. It's like anything could have happened over there.
Cool vertical.
quite
That's
enough.
cool.
Wasn't quite enough.
Yeah, good vertical video for that. Yeah. We did get Yankee Doodle or Iron Man USAF sent his video, so I'm going to show that. Have you guys seen it from email? I'm just going to show it here.
No.
So here we go. I haven't watched it yet, so I have no idea if it's good or bad. But he said he used a Natter Day, which is that a Natty Light?
Natty Ice
Natty Ice? Must be.
or Natty Light.
Is it? Oh, he got it. No problem. No problem.
Yeah, very smooth. Very smooth.
Oh, there we
I
go.
like the
Natural
video is
light
good because the
Natter Days. I don't know what that is. Is it like a shandy or something?
I don't know. Something he clearly didn't care about spilling a little bit of.
Oh yeah,
But
that
yeah,
was
Oh,
that was
he had
good.
He had a nice arcing,
Like a
like
swooping
someone
catch.
Very nicely.
underhanded it directly to him. I'm a
Yeah,
little
it was-
salty about this, but yeah. Anyways,
A lot of athleticism in this challenge, I think.
After seeing Yankees, I had that exact reaction Perrick did. Was like, how are these people online like failing this bad? Because all of us, even Chad, yours looked smooth and it looked like, you just got a bad bounce. But there's like these ones of people like, I don't know, it's like rotating over and over and over again. It's hitting them in the crotch. It's hitting them in the head. Like, how
think a
does
lot
that
of
even
it-
happen? Is it all the inflation of the ball, or is this 5 dads with dad reflexes that
I think
are
it
just-
might have something to do that for most people, this party trick only comes out after they've had 6 or 7.
Also
That's-
true.
that's a good
also
point.
true.
Yeah.
But I put
But not
quite a bit
us.
of consideration when I was like holding the ball in front of myself. I was like,
Calculating.
Make sure it's vertical.
calculating.
yeah, I was.
Yeah, it's
I knew
gotta
all
be.
of the important pieces. I'm guessing a bunch of people just like, well, let's see what happens. Also, I've only seen 2 or 3 of these videos. So.
No, I mean, I don't want to steal your athleticism from you, Mitch. I think you're awesome. You're a good person. You've got reflexes and things. It's just great.
Okay.
I just like that people are surprised that you can catch, because that seems that's not just athleticism. That's basic.
I still remember like my first job. I like joined the company softball team or something.
See,
and
more baseball experience right there.
I joined the softball team and I was playing like center field and I threw a ball, and this guy came up to me after and he was like, "That was like you looked like you knew how to throw a ball." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm
I'm a baseball player."
I said
What
the
did you
same
think
thing
was-
to my 6-year-old daughter last week.
What did you think was gonna happen? I was gonna like just like pick it up and like be like, ah.
Say it loud. Say it loud. Say it loud.
Yeah, exactly.
Just run it in.
He was very incredulous that I knew how to throw a baseball. It's like or a softball.
Which was it?
Yeah, I don't
Do
know
you
what
even
to
know the
make of that,
difference?
Mitch. It's
Strawberry lemonade beer.
Mm-hmm.
Woo.
That's Natter Day.
Definitely
Yeah.
shandy-y.
That's how I'd pronounce it. Natter Day, like latter
Yeah.
day, only Natter Day.
Jesus
I think it's more
Christ,
like
Latter-day
Saturday.
Saints.
Yeah, that's right.
This is the beer of the Mormons, right?
Right.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're getting a lot of credit here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Fair
Great
enough.
challenge.
We all tried, and we all had reasonably similar successes. Yep.
We all did our very, very best. That's all we can ask for. Do you guys want to talk about something, or have we
I've got
filled enough
I've got a
time?
little bit of a bone to pick. It's it's
Ooh.
completely off topic. It pertains more to Geo, Peric, and myself, but Mitch, I'm interested in your opinion here.
Okay.
The three of us are in a fantasy football league, not just any fantasy football league, a dynasty fantasy football league. And what that means is we drafted players several years ago, and you have those players for the end of time, or until they retire, or until you kick them off your team. Unlike most fantasy leagues where you draft each year. I've already lost Mitch, but that's all right.
He's thinking of how he can draw this up for us. Is what he's thinking of.
Yeah. Well, so this league has very deep rosters. We all have a lot of players on our team. So there's not a lot of players left over. So you can't get a real good player off of what's called the waiver wire. And where you get most of your good players is by trading with other league mates, which I love. It's like my favorite part of fantasy football. Unfortunately, this year in particular, I don't know. I guess I've been given a bit of a moniker of an unfair tradesman. I don't know. It's been Mitch. Nice.
Football,
Yeah.
right?
Perfect. Yep. I like the button hook. That's good. So Geo has been on my case all year long.
Yes. We started early in the year. You brought trades to me, and I think I ignored them initially because they were so bad.
Okay.
Like, we
way
trade
too
me-
in
I
favor
can
of
see
me.
Chad offering
Yeah, Chad
unfair
would like.
trades.
All right,
Chad would
this is
often
why
be
Mitch
like,
is here.
On
Mitch is
brand.
why
Judgment
Mitch
is
here.
in.
It's on brand for you, Chad. To
It was
offer
like-
trades.
All right. I'm not arguing.
Like that.
Chad would start the conversation with like, "Hey, well, I mean, like, we need to start somewhere. So why don't I give you my worst player, and I'll take your best player, and yeah, if you don't like that, maybe we should just work from there." Which is just like
I mean,
bananas.
That's
like,
a bit of an exaggeration, but you're right.
You're throwing out trades because you're like, if they take this, like, I would be so over the moon happy. Not considering that a lot of people are like, well, screw this guy. Like, he's not offering me anything in the realm of fair.
Well, okay, so this is exactly what I wanted to get to, because I've made a lot of trades this year. I might have made more trades than anybody else in our league.
I think
So
that's indisputable. You've been hustling.
That in and of itself suggests that I'm doing something successfully.
Well, that's a mighty jump to say that you're winning all of the trades that you're
I
making.
didn't say that. I'm executing trades. And your initial supposition was that I am completely unfair and a ridiculous person to trade with, but I'm also the person who's made the most trades. So I'm the person whom the most number of people have accepted a trade from as well. So these things are counterintuitive, Jeffrey.
Yeah, it's like if you beat someone down enough times, eventually they're just gonna take the beating and they're gonna like it.
I mean, I did say as much to Bob earlier today. I told him literally, I'm just going to annoy you until you either accept my offer or you yell at me.
So in truth, Puff, so you sent me some bad trade and I was like, screw Puff, he just whatever, I'm not dealing with this. And then I thought that it was just me. I thought that this was just me. This was a me and you.
Yeah.
Besties trying to come up with a work trade that wasn't going to work. But then I complained to somebody. I won't say who. I complained to someone and said, man, Puff made me just a terrible trade-off. And they're like, oh yeah, he always makes me bad trade offers. And I was like, oh, interesting. And then I talked to everybody else in the league and everyone was like, yeah, Chad makes terrible trade offers.
Okay, so this brings us, I think your position is clear, Jeffrey. But
so there's only one person who won't agree that your trades are bullshit, and he is smirkily standing in the back of this call with a blue background. So maybe it's his turn to hop in.
First of all, I'm not smirking or smirkily.
No, that's just his resting face. I do want to bring Perrick.
I'm also not standing. I'm sitting in a gaming chair, if you haven't noticed.
Perrick and I talked via, I don't know, Telegram, I think it was, the messaging app we were using.
Very secure. Nobody will ever hack into those chats.
About 3 hours. And we're not able to come to a deal. And it wasn't just like on-off conversation. It was back and forth. The reason I was interested in Perrick as a potential trade partner is because he's very bad at running backs and is stocked with wide receivers that he can't possibly use all of them on. And I need a wide receiver and I'm willing to give up running back. So I figured we can make something work. And truth be told, a lot of trades, especially my trades with Gio that I get into, I start by trying to pull one over on him just to test the waters. That was not my intention with Perrick, because I know
there's no
that's
way.
Nice.
I know. Well, Gio,
you've been trying to trade. We had another trade a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I think I actually evaluated that one properly and somewhat quickly and was like, this is not good. Like you want a good guy and you're offering me two really mediocre guys. And
okay,
it didn't
that
make
may be
sense.
true. That may be true, but that was not true last night. I ended up talking with Perrick about overall fantasy football strategy because Perrick, unlike me, has not made a single trade this entire year. Not a single one. And I feel like we got to get you in and get you going a little bit here, Perrick.
It just feels like such a pitch, Chad.
Yes,
It
you're
feels like-
using the podcast.
It always feels when you're making a trade, and I don't know why I have this insight, but that you're trying to take advantage of me, or that you've got some angle that you're not trying to make it mutually beneficial.
Okay,
so that's just feedback from me to you.
No,
like negotiation. Like it seems like you're trying to pull one over on these guys, and now you've built the persona that you're doing that, so you have even more to overcome there. So you're gonna have to do like some trades that don't benefit you if you want to get people trading with you, I think.
So this is Mitch. I'm really happy to hear your feedback. This is exactly why I wanted to bring it up here, because you haven't been a part of any of this and you've got an objective opinion. And I agree with you because I've got evidence that nobody trusts me.
Mitch, do you feel like Chad should apologize to us on the air?
Absolutely not.
No, that's not going to happen.
Not.
Okay, sure.
This is a derivative game of a dumb game.
But do you think
football.
he should cease trying to make me feel guilty for not accepting his trades, even though they're numerous? That's kind of what I'm pissed about.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. I
That
don't
like there's
can
this
see how you
underlying
would
tone
take
of
it that
like
way.
I
I
know
don't-
I know what a good trade is. Here are 10 of them. If you don't accept any of them, then you're an idiot. That's kind of how you've been offering trades to me. Just saying.
Well,
Puff,
let me go on the record
Because
saying,
I've admitted that I don't know a lot about some of the players that you're trading or offering.
let me go
or
on the
whatever,
record saying I have zero intention of screwing Perrick over. In fact,
Sound
the
like my
opposite.
wife.
I want to keep Perrick active in the league. I want you to feel good about a trade that you make because I feel like you're on the edge of just saying, "Screw it, I'm not trading anymore." If you haven't already said that.
It's so hard for me to even hear the words with all the just diarrhea that's pouring out of your mouth as you're saying these sentences.
I think we have a clip of that.
Well,
Let me. Chad with diarrhea pouring out of his mouth.
Art station down. Art station down.
Oh no!
Gio, let
Our
me.
command strip's supposed to hold like freaking 10 pounds. This is a tiny.
Perrick, are you okay if I read the offers that I sent to you to Gio and get his opinion?
Sure, yeah.
Perrick has turned all of these down, which is fine, but these
Yeah,
are
I
all
think-
trades that
Give me what you think is the best one for Perrick.
the best one for Perrick.
Thank you for not making me have to listen to 10 nonsensical trades.
Yeah, I'm getting
Okay.
us through this, but this
There was
is
only
important.
3. The 10 was, I mean,
What's
there
the
were some other
best?
ones.
What's the one you're least excited about, Chad?
Yeah. Well, so because
One.
because Kenyon Drake is now out, I'm gonna have to strike those ones.
Yeah.
Chad does seem bigly frustrated, grooving hard 25.
Yeah.
He seems
Okay.
very bigly frustrated.
Here's the one I think is most fair. Keep in mind, our league is
No,
not,
no, no.
is
Go
not
ahead.
a PPR league.
No PPR,
So
okay.
our running backs are worth more than what probably most people would consider due to PPR. So I offered him James Robinson for Justin Jefferson and Keenan Allen. Straight up, no picks, no nothing.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good trade. I think,
You think I'm getting more out of that?
yeah, I think you're getting nearly twice as much. Maybe not quite as twice as much, but I think it's not close.
Well, I mean, if there's any listeners that have an opinion, I'd love to hear from you. That's not what. So
I-
the other thing is,
I gotta say, I gotta cut in here and say,
yeah,
last night I was like, I spent all night thinking about these trades, and I am not thrilled to be thinking about them again.
I'm sorry.
I'm not happy to be here. I just want to say that.
Sorry.
I don't
Yeah.
want to
This is-
think about whether or
is-
not
Chad,
that's
you've
a
done
good
enough.
trade.
You've done enough.
Okay. So, Mitch, what you're saying is I need to offer like shit trades to try and get back in good graces, or what?
There's so much more to this.
I'm saying that
we've-
when
than
you
we've laid
make
out.
a trade or when you make an offer, boy,
What
I
if
don't
you're
know,
in,
and
what
I
if
don't know
you're
why
currently
I
in
like
first
viscerally
place?
got that impression as soon as you
Yeah.
started talking about this either. Like I don't know if it's like the way you make arguments or something maybe is that way too, or I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what that is. But I think when you make your next proposal, it has to seem you have to make it seem like you're not getting a good deal or something, like, or that you're giving
Yeah.
something up, or like
So, I hear what you're saying, but
How about this one,
this
Chad?
is where I think it goes into something a little bit more interesting than my fantasy football trades. Is truly the art of the deal, like you have behind you, right? So, that seems fake to me to enter a negotiation like this, trying to convince somebody that you're not trying to get something out of it. Like that's not how negotiations
right
work,
right
you know?
but I think these guys are sensing that your trades aren't mutually fairly beneficial to both of you guys, right? So like it makes sense that you said like, oh, Perrick's strong in running backs and I'm strong in wide receivers or whatever you said.
Mhm.
So that makes sense, but I don't think they're believing that if you're offering like a crappy guy for a superstar or something.
So the next thing is something that Gio alluded to, which is my first trade is never fair. And it's because I expect to get an unfair trade.
I think you
offer
need an
back.
arrow.
But
you
maybe
need an
that's the
arrow,
problem.
like an
Maybe
I
that's
equality
think
what I
that's-
need to
between
adjust.
Chad
Yeah,
and
I think
Trump.
that's fine if you're negotiating like a sales contract for a large technology company or something with a vendor, but you're playing fantasy football with your friends. like like you don't
Not all these guys are my friends.
I don't think you need
Not for long.
I don't think you need to start with something unreasonable, because that puts off especially someone like Gio, who's now like essentially
I
Now,
am the
I think she's
anti-Chad bandwagon driver here.
Before you go rushing to Gio's side, the idea that Gio is innocent in his trade offers is very far from the truth. So just
sure.
remember
Do you see why
that this
I
goes
would
See
say
why a
both
person
ways.
such
I
as
would say
Non
I get
sequitur,
that-
non sequitur, non sequitur.
I bet I bet most people get that same impression from Gio. Like they're thinking about like, is he up to something? Like, why would he be offering me this?
And then
100%.
Yeah,
the
and
whole
so-
league is
100%.
full of these people. It's this is what the league is. This is every single offer everywhere is just shystery.
So, given that information, Mitch, are you still recommending that I change my ways so drastically? Given that this league is a bunch of shysters?
Everyone except me.
I mean,
Except
even given that, I
Okay.
mean, it sounds like to me, based on my limited knowledge, that you've built a reputation of being particularly shystery.
Okay.
So it's like
I'm gonna.
you need to build the case. You need to build the case that you're like willing to give something up just to get some trade going or something, right? And so
Mhm.
you might have to make a couple deals that are.
I've got an idea for you, Puff.
I'm gonna.
I've got
Okay, go ahead.
here's
Gio.
your next trade proposal. You should propose something that is bad for you, obviously bad for you.
Mhm.
And then as soon as you send the trade, you say, I don't know about that. I don't think that's fair. You should take it from the other side and see if you can hook someone in and then draw them into a better trade. Try to go from that side of the
You
trade.
say that as if I've never done that before.
Well,
I've
maybe you have,
definitely
but
done that before. But I
you-
need to do more of that, maybe.
Is there no way you guys can like talk to your people you want to trade with and be like, hey, like, what are you thinking? Like, do you like any of my guys? Is that like such a
Yeah.
that's such a
I've tried
bad way
that
to
too.
approach
No.
it?
Honestly, Perrick, do you feel like I've done that with you or not?
There's we've had a lot of back and forth. Like, okay, that's not working. Who are you targeting? Let's try a different, entry point or whatever.
So
That seems like you got to make it mutually
I
beneficial.
agree. I agree.
And like, and even if it's not, you got to make it seem like that. I feel like.
agree.
Turns out
I
this is
agree.
hard. This is all hard to do. Fantasy
Yeah.
football trading is
Well,
not easy.
We've only
So,
talked about.
but Mitch, I'm gonna take
third of the picture.
your feedback as quality feedback, and I'm gonna try something different, and we'll see what happens. And then maybe I'll report back. Maybe we'll see what happens.
I think the one thing that you can't do in a fantasy football league is start with something that everyone knows is unreasonable, or that's like
Yeah.
so patently unfair, because that's going to put all these guys on the defensive from the jump,
Mm.
right? Like they're going to be automatically being like, "What? Are you kidding me? John Smith for
Yeah.
Joe Blow? I can't name two football players.
Joe Mauer.
Sorry.
I think
Joe Mauer?
I think you're right. And now that you say that, it probably makes all the sense in the world, particularly in this league, to like put a little blood in the water and then get people to come to me. Like if people start looking at me less as a shyster and more as like an easy
Target.
target, then I'm going to get more offers.
See, I
Yeah.
don't think you have to do that. You guys should read. You know what you should do is read "Getting to Yes." Getting to Yes by God, who is it? Yuri and Fisher or something.
I'm going
It's
to
this
buy it
soup-
right now.
It's this super old. You could probably get it for like $6 paperback, or on Kindle or something. And
Okay.
it's all about like mutually beneficial negotiations, right? Like getting to a deal and like seeing
Roger
that's not what
Fisher
this is
and
about.
William
Yuri, I bet. URY, Fisher and Yuri.
URY. You got it.
Yeah. Fisher and Yuri, Getting to Yes. It's like this like business kind of like, it's almost dogma at this point, but it's like this Bible of negotiation techniques. And it's all about like seeing it from the other person's point of view. There is a little bit of like starting high and starting higher and having in mind what you're willing to give up. But it's very
it's got to
very
be
much
based in like a let's both make incremental improvements.
Yes, exactly. You're looking for this, I'm looking for this.
That's not what people in fantasy football are looking for.
Really?
No, I don't think so.
So Peric, what are you looking for?
I don't know what I'm looking for. That's why you're so frustrated with me. It's not like I want somebody on your team really bad, and we just can't come to an agreement.
The whole time you guys were talking last night for fantasy trades, I was also playing video games with Peric and just pumping his head full of bad thoughts about Chad. This is unfair. Don't even talk to him.
Peric, what did I say at the very beginning of our discussion?
Chad, we were long done with that. We were long done with our discussions. Gio's
this is what I'm up against. Gio has been poisoning the minds of
everywhere.
All of my contemporaries.
And so that's important too, Chad. Like perception is reality. I say that all the time at work. Like perception is like I don't think that you're actually trying to screw these guys over. Right? You're just trying to make trades and like make your shit better and their shit better maybe. But it's perception is a big deal, right?
Yeah.
Especially in negotiations, especially in a league like this where you're trying, I mean, you're probably trying to be in this for the next 10, 15 years or something, maybe.
You're preaching so hard
that you actually do need to worry about your trading brand as well. Like, and you want people to come to the table with you. And so I think the first thing you need to totally stop is the starting too high thing.
I think you're exactly right, Mitch. And I appreciate your feedback.
We also got...
I'm going to make changes.
We got on the chat. We got Witchy coming in. Witchy was with us last night playing video games, and he confirms that I may have been poisoning the well there. And then also Beta Brandon 2 talks about using trade calculators.
Okay, let me talk about this for a second.
Chad, it's okay. It's okay. Sometimes you do use trade calculators, and that
sometimes every one of my trades.
Yeah,
I would never. Yeah. I send you screenshots of the trade calculators.
What's a trade calculator?
So a trade calculator
like
PPR
is an
trade
calculators in non-dynasty leagues
that allows you to pump a name in, select what kind of league you're in, and it shows you how the trade equalizes out. What's equal? What's better for one? What's better for the other?
And you put the other guy's roster in your roster.
Everything. Yes. So I do that, and then I send you a trade that's like almost dead even, if not a little bit worse for me. And I sent him a screenshot of the freaking calculator, and he comes back
takes
saying,
forever.
Where'd you see that? Mine says this other thing or some BS. So I've already tried that. Gio, I think Gio is the problem.
There's no trade calculator out there that can handle the complexities and intricacies of our league.
100%.
It's a dynasty league. There are dynasty calculators. I get that. It's a dynasty league that's resetting if one particular team who is tied for the lead right now wins again. There are many details. Also, Chad is tied for the lead in the league, and I am third to last in the league. If you're trying to trade with me, you're not just going to get to get
free players.
Well, not free players, but even an even trade. There's some leverage here that isn't being considered, and that's all I'm saying. Anyway, I honestly do not want to talk about this anymore. I want to quit fantasy football. I want to leave the league. I want to stop thinking about it.
I call Peric's players.
Yeah, he doesn't have any good ones.
That's not true. That's not
Just
true.
kidding.
Tom Brady, ever heard of him?
Yeah. I want several
he's
of
a
his
great
receivers,
dynasty player.
and I've told him as much, and I'm... anyways.
He wants my top two receivers.
You know what? It's going to be okay.
For his fourth best running back.
I maybe even consider overpaying for some of those players.
Oh my. Dramatic change
of
events.
Look what we've done.
The calculator thing actually even... But brings me back to
completely
Chad's
arbitrary,
because it's like if he does have some sort of data to back it, I get that it's multivariable. I get that it's multivariable, but like if you got to the calculator after you proposed the trade, it's like let's go see what this looks like in just like a regular trading thing. It's like look, this is 60-40. You're getting a better deal. Like that makes sense. If it's different than that, and it does change things that you're in the lead, because like think of Settlers of Catan. Like you don't trade roads to the person you know is going for the longest road.
For sure. And to be clear, so in this particular Dynasty League, we made an agreement long ago that if one person wins it 3 years in a row, it's likely that their team is just unbeatable.
Good.
And Jamie, Gio's brother, I'm not going to say, but a lot of
Interesting.
people are saying.
I'll say it. They cheated.
Oh man, God, your Trumpisms are off the hook tonight.
I know, it's
A lot of people are saying that these rallies are huge.
No, so he's won 2 years in a row, and he's got a decent team, although he's been plagued by injuries this year. I mean, bless his heart.
A lot of people are saying masks don't work. I don't say that, but a lot of people are saying it.
So if he wins this year, my team that is young and good is gone. And
Almost as if
I
that means
can't
you would do
handle
more
that.
than usual to guarantee a win. Almost like you shouldn't go for just like a straight up 50-50 boring old trade. Almost like you got more skin in the game than me. That was my
All right,
argument.
This is enough. This is enough fantasy
I've had
football
enough.
trade. You
I
guys ready?
can't. Plus, I can't. Now I'm into this other pistachio beer, and it's gonna get ugly.
All right. You guys ready to move on? You guys ready to move on?
I'm gonna drag an
thanks.
overlay over
I
Chad's
appreciate
video.
the feedback from the viewers as well as from Mitch, not from Gio, and maybe from Peric.
If anybody on the stream has any challenge ideas, we have something cooked up, but it could always be replaced if something good comes in. You have a couple minutes before we get to challenge, but we are going to move on to everybody's favorite segment.
gosh. Okay.
Before we do that, I do need to mention that my brother, who proposed the hot sauce challenge for our that we did on our inaugural Twitch stream,
Yeah.
I brought that last dab, the super spicy one, to a little family gathering yesterday, or 2 days ago, and he did it, and he took it like a champ. It was pretty good. Yeah,
Wow. That's impressive because that stuff is painful.
Terrible.
yeah, it was pretty bad. He put it on like a cocktail weenie, and it was definitely a teaspoon, and it was
Even Gio, who faked eating it, had a hard time with it.
right.
Yeah,
right.
for sure. I was telling somebody about this. I definitely didn't put on as much as you guys did. There's no way. I am way too weak. Okay.
All right, we going
So
to
are we-
significant
Yeah,
surrender.
we're going.
Hold on. I do all the
It's time for me
legwork
to
here.
see through all these spider webs.
Oh yeah, sorry if it's too spooky for anybody, but I was just trying to get in the
Put a
spirit.
disclaimer on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should have warned people.
At least PG-13.
All right, so exclamation point Sig Sir in the chat if you ever want to know the significant surrender standings. Currently, Peric 19, Chad 20, Mitch 19. Also, that's up on the video. So
Hold on one second. I just got an idea.
Mitch, should I be throwing away some of these points to you guys too, just to make sure you don't quit the game?
Absolutely. Oh, wow.
All right, here we go. You guys ready? Question number 1. What NBA star is depicted dribbling a basketball in a sculpture on Beijing's...
Peric,
Mitch.
Peric was first.
Yao Ming.
That is incorrect. Mitch?
I know no other Chinese basketball player. I don't have a guess. Who is Michael Jordan?
That is correct.
Oh my gosh!
Good work.
Wow, that's a trap, Peric.
I know.
I don't feel good taking that.
Classic Trivial Pursuit trap there.
Yep. So it was in a
So-
sculpture on Beijing's Wanfujing Street. Michael Jordan. Well done, Mitch. Back in the game. Okay, next question.
I almost didn't even guess, but I was like, all right, who's a
I
basketball
was
player?
I was wondering what was going to happen there. It was very fun to be on this side of that question. All right, next question. What 1994 Disney flick was highlighted by an epic wildebeest?
Chad.
Chad?
What is the Lion King?
That is correct. I think we all knew that answer. Nicely done, Chad. Next question. What submarine?
Sorry,
Wait, what's going on?
I just need a brief second in between
I'm being
questions.
too
Okay,
fast for you.
we're good. Well, I don't want to lose track. So there we go. We're good.
The Chad's at 21 now, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. Here's the question. What submarine plunged 118 crew, 22 missiles, and 2 nuclear reactors to the bottom of the Barents Sea on August 12th, 2000?
God, what is that? Peric. It's like
Yeah, Peric.
the God, what is it? The Marinuk or something? What are those two? There were two.
Not the Marinuk.
Okay.
Any other guesses?
A-
You can't guess
Chad.
again, Peric. Yeah, Chad.
What is the Marmusk?
That's not correct.
Mitch.
Mitch?
The Johnson.
The Merrimack? Merrimack?
No,
Is
the
that
answer
a
was
boat or a
the
ship?
Kursk. Kursk.
No.
Never heard of it. Okay,
Really Russian technology.
Yeah.
clearly. What darkly comic novel about a reporter named Quoyle won E. Annie Proulx a Pulitzer?
Better read it again.
What darkly comic novel about a reporter named Quoyle, Quoyle, won E. Annie Proulx, Proulx, a Pulitzer?
No guess. Can you spell
No guess.
Pulitzer?
Does it
What
end with a
is
question mark?
Spawn.
Nope. Parrot got anything?
Quoyle's War.
No. No. The answer was The Shipping News. Never heard of it. Next question. What nation struggled in vain for 2 years to fit an elephant named Motola with a prosthetic foot after it stepped on a landmine?
Chad.
Chad?
India.
That's incorrect.
Peric.
Barrick?
Kenya.
Incorrect.
Landmines.
Mitch.
Yeah, Mitch?
Saudi Arabia.
No. It is...
Elephant?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering, Mitch. Seems like a wild guess. But the answer was Thailand. Thailand.
Slightly more native to elephants.
They don't have elephants in Saudi Arabia?
In the desert?
Just
I
pet
don't think so.
elephants,
Well, I
probably.
thought they had a lot of money. Like they'd be willing to spend it on,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
on an
That's-
elephant prosthetic.
I bet
And
That's a
people
good
own,
way to
they own tigers and elephants.
justify
they've
your
got a lot
terrible
of,
guess.
then they got maybe a lot of landmines or like, I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah,
you
that
guys
was
got it wrong
tough
too.
question.
Made sense
Tough
to me.
question. All right, and next question is: what member of Tennis's Williams clan?
Mitch.
Chad.
Crap.
Mitch was first.
Serena Williams.
Serena is correct.
Oh, can't be third in that question.
You really can't. Bobby.
Guess what, you guys?
Bobby Williams?
It's a bonus night. We're going 2 cards.
Oh,
Let's
my
pump it
goodness.
up.
Hold on.
Stay fresh.
All right, Mitch is tied for the lead with Chad now, 21-21.
Peric at 19.
Yeah, but
All
I'm
right,
doing all
next
the work
question.
here, so you got to give me a little.
You'll be fine, Peric. Here we go. What U.S. estuaries major tributaries include the Choptank, Choptank? I don't know how to
Mitch.
say that. Go ahead, Mitch.
Chesapeake Bay.
That is correct.
Nice one.
It was the Choptank, the Noticoke, and the Rappahannock.
The only estuary I was like the first estuary that came to mind.
That was the one. Nicely done. We ready, Peric?
Yeah, we're good. I'm getting better.
Okay. Next question. What pop star, while singing Devil's Haircut at Wembley, was hospitalized after colliding with Justin Metal Johnson's bass?
Devil's. Oh, Peric.
Go ahead, Peric.
Devil's Haircut. Isn't that Beck?
It is back.
Yes.
Nicely done,
God, I could
Peric.
hear it. And I
Peric.
couldn't place the name.
Yep. Good job.
Not me. Beck is a pop star?
That if they would have said like alternative grunge artist, I would have probably got it. I think.
It would have been
Oh,
more
yeah?
accurate as well.
I was because as soon as I heard pop star, I was thinking, okay, what
You know 'em
Britney
by
song is it
genre
gonna
and
be?
not
What
very
Britney
popular
is it gonna
song?
be?
I think if you're playing at Wembley, you're probably a pop star.
What's Wembley? I don't know what that is.
It's a
It's
tennis
like
stadium.
Football stadium.
Yeah, but it's like one of the hugest. What's that, Perry?
Hugest, biggest.
Football. That's what they
Biggest.
call it over there. I think it's a soccer
Football.
stadium.
Okay, anyways, let's move on. Next question.
I think. I don't know.
What federal post remained vacant for 3 years after Dr. Henry Foster's nomination was Perrick?
Surgeon General.
That's correct.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crap.
Very nicely done. That was in 1995. All right, Perrick's making a comeback. Don't call it a comeback. Next question. What queen of crime created
Perrick.
the young detective? Go ahead, Perrick.
Agatha Christie.
It is not. Let me finish the question. What queen of crime created the young detective Cordelia Gray? Tough question.
Chad.
Mitch.
Chad was first.
Sue Grafton.
Nope.
Ooh,
Mitch?
she's an author.
Johnson.
Yep.
It's not Johnson. It's P.D. James.
Ugh,
P.D. James.
waste
Okay,
of a
two
question.
questions left. No more. These are the last ones for sure. What did Purina identify as the, in quotes, #1 nutritional disorder among dogs?
Chad.
Chad?
Obesity.
That is correct.
Great guess.
What's more impressive is that this was a multiple choice question and I just hadn't gotten there yet. So it was bad breath, flatulence, or obesity. And the
Oof.
answer was obesity.
Nice.
I know my
Is Chad-
dogs.
Is Chad in the lead again with tied for the lead?
Tied with Mitch,
Tied.
22.
Tied for the lead, yeah.
All right. Last question for the night. Here we go. What ex-NFL coach carted home more Emmys than any other 20th century sportscaster?
Mitch.
Go ahead, Mitch.
John Madden.
Yes. Mitch with the sports questions all over the place tonight.
Bring
John
it.
Madden
Bring it.
is-
Bring it.
John
Football.
Madden is the
Football.
right answer.
Football. Did you see that? You guys didn't even comment on my like my football like this thing.
Yeah, we saw it. No, it's good. It's your dog.
You had a
Oh yeah, you did
defensive
comment on it. Button hook.
player coming out of nowhere. Like from the top of the...
Oh. I feel good about that. Maybe we should have just done like 17 cards of significant surrender tonight.
Next time.
That'll be a podcast someday when we really want to phone it in.
Look, I appreciate you taking the time tonight. I know it was kind of one-sided, but I needed that. It lifted my spirit.
At least we talked. We told people about keeping your groceries safe from what was it?
Vermin, rodentia.
Rodentia.
Yeah, true.
Sounds like a
Rodentia.
dental disorder.
All right. So what are the scores? Can we get a quick update, Perry?
Yeah. Perrick 21, Chad 22, Mitch 23.
Right in line.
MJ
Right in
and
the
John
row.
Madden. MJ
Crazy.
and JM, am I right, guys?
Oh, man. It's a palindrome.
It certainly
And
is.
I got my new bowl in a previous episode.
I can
Bring me
neither
more
confirm
sports.
nor
Let's
deny.
just do sports trivia. Let's just do sports trivia from now on.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. We'll switch it next year.
Who is Nightbot? Hey, Nightbot. Check our YouTube channel.
Nightbot,
Past episodes.
he's the auto
Nightbot
moderator. I
posts
put it
a
in here.
lot.
Yeah, well, you can ask Nightbot for the significant surrender score with exclamation point 6 sir, or you can with I think exclamation point YT. You can get a link to our YouTube channel, which has all of our old streams in case you miss one, which is helpful because Twitch only holds them for a little while. I think
Gosh,
also
this is a lot more fun.
what else
on
do I have?
Twitch.
Pound Social, I think, gives us a link to our YouTube and Facebook and our website.
How
Pretty
about
snazzy.
that?
That's what
Alright.
Nightbot does. Appreciate your work there, Nightbot.
Oh,
And thanks
man.
for everybody who's on the stream too. We got a few people watching, so we're
My mom must be watching the stream right now, but she texted me, "How did you get so smart?" Not kidding. Hey, Mom. I guess it's genetics, right?
Gotta be.
I can confirm that
That's
can't
also
be true.
probably why he's so good at technology. It sounds like.
Oh
What?
goodness.
Maybe
Get
she's
in the
one of
chat.
followers.
Get in the chat, Lynn. Let's hop in there.
All right. Cool.
We
All
got a
right.
new
So
challenge, right?
That's where we're at, right? Challenge.
Yes.
So everybody is talking about this new movie. It's on Amazon Prime, and it is
Shanqui.
it is the new Borat movie. So
Jesus.
I know we all watched the original Borat movie when we were
Long time ago.
Not Borat. You had the Ollie G
DVDs.
that you
Yeah.
had in our college
That's
dorm
right.
rooms.
Yeah.
Yep. I think maybe Borat was slightly after that. The movie's maybe a couple years later, but
Mm-hmm.
we're all definitely familiar with Sacha
Baron Cohen.
Baron
Super
Cohen. Yeah.
familiar.
You're
in fact,
like
you
on
don't
a-
even know his
I was
name.
trying-
He's
I
on
was
an
trying to think of
only
his
first name
middle
basis
name.
with him. Just the first name. Because he forgets the rest.
Yeah, Sasha, his first name basis. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's supposed to be a little controversial, I think, which is everything that he does. So we're just gonna watch it and we're gonna talk about it. And we're gonna go from there. We'll see if it generates any content or if it's just a few laughs. Maybe that's it.
We're going to review Borat 2 is the challenge.
Review Borat 2.
Okay.
Talk about it in the next podcast.
We're not
Sounds
going to be
good.
able to do it an hour before the next recording.
That is
so
true.
Yeah.
Have to
That's
do it at
something.
least 3 hours before the next recording.
That's something.
Mhm.
So we're upping the
Booyakasha.
difficulty
Wasn't
slightly.
that what-
It's on Amazon Prime. Did you mention that?
I did. Yep, I
So-
think I did.
All right.
So most people, yeah, go watch it. Tell us what you think.
We'll do.
It was Booyakasha,
Thanks,
right?
boys.
Isn't that what Ali G said?
Booyakasha.
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 I think I said Booyakasha. I think I misspelled it, but I don't know what backwards man is. Is that an Ali G thing? Or Iron Man, are you saying that I said Booyakasha backwards?
No, I don't think that's it. He's probably referencing something we're not aware of.
Was it Asha Kayub? Did
My
you say
favorite
Asha
Ali
Kayub?
G one was the one on religion with religion spelled RELIJUN. And
With like
he's
the chain
he's
link
talking-
fence behind him, right?
He's in his Ali G outfit and he's talking to like a nun and a priest and I don't know who else, a rabbi, I think, and just setting him up for the most ridiculous stuff. It's pretty funny. You gotta check that out again.
All right.
Cool. All right. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
See you next time.
This is
Am I
great.
supposed to play this?
No, I think
exit
I
sound
can.
effect?
No, I can do it.
Oh, okay.
Eric's
Yeah,
got
I'm
it.
good.
So what are you waiting for? You were like leaning back in your cool gamer chair.
Just
Be
Play
free,
that
man.
sound
too
effect.
comfy.
Be free. Just
I have to remember
embrace
what it
the
is.
silence.
You got to remember which button it is on the box.
I
Is
don't
that
have.
how yours works too?
I don't have one of those streamer boxes things.
I'll play it.
Oh, I got
there
it.
we go.
And then I don't know if you guys have heard, but I've included the bonus at the end of here. We should do this live one time.
Live.
The whole thing, in fact.
Oh, we just got rated.
What's that mean? Is that good?
We just got 15 people just showed up with Strictly Casual official. His rating with a party of 15.
I am the only person to ever
Did
buy
Nick
that.
buy that album?
Nick bought that album.
We should sing it for him live.
Strictly Casual
sometime.
gang. We honestly don't know. This has never happened. The other three people in this chat don't even know what a raid is. So, we just got for your guys' benefit. We just got raided by another Twitch stream.
Uh-huh.
So they finished their stream and they rated us, and they brought all of their viewers into our
Awesome.
Twitch stream.
So
Love
how do we
it.
pay him back?
So Strictly Casual, we say thank you for that. And I've never, I don't know who Strictly Casual official is, but I will certainly go check you out on Twitch and see what you're
Yep.
up to.
Me too.
Love it.
We're pretty new to this
Love
whole
it.
Twitch thing, so that's
All
pretty
right.
cool. We're getting followers. I'm not even reading the followers. Thank you for the follows. We got Good gracious. We got Witch Fingers. Well, Witchy followed us earlier. We got Salt Merch. We got Boba Shinga. We got Strictly Casual Official. We got Cheesy Plays. Quais TV. Cap Slicks. It's a me, Luigi.
Jeez.
Just James Manley. Hakub. We got a
I'm
bunch
going
of
with
people
cheesy
following.
plays. That's my favorite right there. Cheesy plays.
What was it?
This sounds body. This sounds
Cheesy
very
Plays.
botty.
No way, man.
No, man.
No way. These can't be real
It's
people.
a me,
Prove you're
Luigi.
a real person.
It's a me,
say
Luigi loves our setup.
Love
Now-
your setup.
I'm sorry, it's me, Luigi, if you're a little creeped out by all the spider webs. It's a Halloween thing.
Yeah, most of you would love to talk.
Yeah, I honestly don't know what's happening right now. It's
We'll
quite
catch
exciting.
you. We'll catch you guys at Strictly Casual Raid next time.
I mean, yeah, why not? We got 27
Found you
people.
on browse.
Fine.
This is great.
Crazy.
This is a fantastic
awesome.
wait. Unfortunately,
How
we
could
just
you-
ended. We just ended the podcast.
It's an
but-
interesting question though. Like, how could you make someone prove that they're a human and not a bot?
We're getting into this right now. I thought we were wrapping up.
Podcast
It's
is
past
over,
my
bro.
Bedtime, dude.
It's over.
We'll talk about that.
What are you
next
guys
time.
talking about? What's your show about? No worries.
All
We
right,
just ended up.
Hakub is maybe acting like a little more of a human.
All right. If
Bitch,
you're a
you
human,
paranoia.
let's see. 7 times 6 is.
Well, that sounds like a very easy. Oh, I'm not a bot.
That's Iron Man.
that's
He's
Iron
not a
Man.
bot.
We know.
No.
No, we got you. We got you. We just saw video.
7 times 6.
No,
There were
these
6
raid
by
bots
7
we're
is
talking about
42.
6
Just
times
James.
10 is 42.
Beautiful.
Shit,
Oh,
they're real.
All right, there you go, Mitch.
Uh-oh, Hakub was spamming with all caps, so we...
I think Mitch, this is your nervous face. I think this is the most people that have ever watched Mitch do anything. Look at
Thanks for the follow, Jess
Eric's
Wilson.
camera looking. All right, so this is real. This is real deal. So we got to go watch casual. What is it? Strictly casual.
Strictly Casual
Yeah.
Official.
You gotta pay it forward, and then
Are you
we
guys a
gotta raid
podcast?
Somebody else.
Strictly Casual. Are
Can
you guys
we
a
go raid
podcast as well?
something?
Yeah, we could.
Yes.
Yeah, we definitely need to do this.
I don't know. Is back-to-back rating exposed by bad math, Hakub? You got your chat message got banned, I think, because you were trying to do all caps too much or something. Double
So-
raid. Truth be told, I
Eric-
don't even really know how to raid somebody from OBS.
Double raid. Does that mean we
Here's-
like team up with these guys and go raid somebody else's?
Someone be our
everybody
leader.
who's
We're
watching
literally
our...
down for anything. Let's go.
Yeah.
We're like old, you guys. Yeah. We need.
We're trying to figure this stuff out.
Yeah, tell us where to go. Let's do this.
Well, I think I got to do it probably from Twitch, right? So-
That seems like a good place to start.
Let's go in there. Let's hop in there. You guys talk about something interesting for all of our new viewers.
Social media, you can find us. Our website is www.goodguystoKnow.com.
Okay.
We're on Twitter.
We've got like 10 years of podcasts.
Casual,
on
can
there.
I do that
If
from
you guys
OBS?
are interested.
Literally.
They're not all quality,
Straight up.
but there's plenty of content. So go check that out sometime.
Can I do that from OBS, or do I have to go?
Okay,
out
so what's a
to
double
Twitch?
raid then, Hakub, or
Well,
strictly casual?
We're gonna carry them all with us.
We're all gonna go somewhere else. Peric, tell us where we're going.
Well, we got to pick somebody.
No, I think they're gonna pick for us, right? I mean, they're.
Yeah,
they're
you
the
guys want to
raiding
raid somebody
veterans.
else? I'll take everybody through. Let's see.
We pick.
All right. So for everybody who just hopped in, these 3 idiots don't watch anybody on Twitch. They don't know who.
Yeah,
They don't know what Twitch is.
You know what? We're trying. We're really trying here. We're on Twitch.
So
I'm
I
on
just-
Twitch right now.
I just pulled up my Twitch, and I watch some weird stuff on Twitch. But if you guys like music, I got a good music channel that I literally I've only watched about 15 minutes of this guy's stream. But he
He's
does
streaming right now?
Yeah, he's streaming right now. So
Let's do it.
his name is Echo Locations. He does like improvised looping electric guitar singing kind of stuff. Okay, small. I mean, he's got he's got
Right.
2,000 viewers right now. But it's good. It's good. I really don't follow anybody too much smaller that's online right now.
Baba Shinga says that's good.
Cool. All
Let's
right.
do it.
So I'm gonna
Rock and
try
roll.
and raid Echo Locations.
So you have to send the.
Tell me
Oh,
what the
so I
type-
figured there must be a way to do random. There's no way you guys ended up here without doing a random raid, but we really
Hey.
appreciate it. That's very fun. That's like the highlight of my year, probably. So, all
I think
right,
they
I'm
just
gonna
looked
do.
at like whatever was streaming right now.
Yeah, I think they did.
That's awesome.
And they like probably our spider webs. I'm guessing that was a big part of it.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
I'm gonna do.
Spent a lot of time making those.
Oh,
All right. So what do I type?
you don't type anything.
Slash
You
raid,
don't do.
Don't
You
chat,
don't even
just chill.
symbol.
walk
Just
away from
relax,
your
Mitch.
computer, Mitch.
Just don't touch anything.
You know what? I'm gonna go get more gin though.
That's
Okay,
great.
I think that's a good
Yeah,
idea.
let's sit around and watch some music. I just need to do.
What do we
that.
normally talk about? Just James Daily. We
Normally we
we
talk about
random stuff. We've been doing this for a long
Literally
time.
anything.
We usually pick a current event or a topic of interest and just talk about it for part of the podcast. We also, every podcast, we have a challenge that we do. It can range from simple to very complex. I'm
What's
trying
a
to think.
name a
Maybe the
simple one?
most
I've got a complex one.
well, simple was like that. We all did the McDonald's dollar menu challenge.
Complex was we all picked a
There we go, Iron
religious service that we'd never been to before and attended it and reported back on our experience. That was early on
That
when
was-
we did that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, we just try and grow, try new
And
things.
we've been we did a audio only podcast for about a decade, and this is I think our third, maybe fourth Twitch stream. So we're brand new to Twitch. This is amazing. So thanks
We're
for
getting some follows on
thanks for
Twitter, too.
randomly
awesome.
picking us.
Thanks for the love. Appreciate it.
Cool. So I'm gonna try and raid echolocations from the OBS chat. I hope that works. Otherwise, if it doesn't work, I'm gonna hop out to the web and we'll give it a shot.
Fire it up.
All right. Are you taking me along? Am I coming for the ride?
Good guys to know used raid echolocations.
Ooh,
Did that work,
yeah,
guys?
And then there's a little leave button. Let's go.
Yep. All right.
Cool.
22 viewers are ready to leave in 2 seconds. Raid now. Thanks, everybody.
It keeps telling me to tap. Oh, there we go.